Yeah, I think the key point is to make sure that you don't fear death. Do not fear death at all. In fact, think about it. Don't think about it in the sense where you call it to yourself. The fact is, you can't escape it anyway. Yeah? If it wasn't for the buffer that we call time and the buffer we call matter, or your vibrational kind of like suit, yeah, in this limited state, the next stage in a process for all of us instantly would be death. Yeah, because death and life go together. Death is a shadow of life. I've showed you this. Death is a shadow of life, and it only becomes apparent once you include the aspect that we call physicality, which we are. So we are subject to death. We are all going to die. Yeah. So don't fear it. Yeah. The fear of death is what turns, or is one of the biggest reasons that people actually resort to living in ego, because people want to preserve this thing that is called life, which is also an illusion, because there is nothing to preserve or protect, because the only thing that dies is the physical aspect. You are life itself. Okay. The spark within you is life itself. It can't be destroyed. It can't be touched. It can't, nothing. Yeah. Are we in agreement? Okay. So to actually form a resistance or a barrier or a moat and walls around yourself, to say I'm going to protect myself and preserve this experience of life, is a grand illusion. Yeah, I'm going to show you that it's a grand illusion that lower states of consciousness have adopted now, or expressions of consciousness in a lower state have adopted. When you look at animals, yeah, just by the way they are, they live in separation. This is why animals are jumpy, and I don't know if you read Adam Smith, you know that you probably have, in economics there's a concept of animal spirits, right? Where it's like if one moves, they all move. They don't even know what's happening. It's like, and they all fucking run. Yeah, it's because they live in separation. They don't have that inquiring, objective, logical mind to go, hang on, why are we running? That's something that is uniquely human. Yeah, because we actually possess the wider lens of logic and rationality. We have it as parts and parcel of our being. Yeah. Hold on. It's part and parcel of our being. Yeah. We possess it and we use it, or we at least we're supposed to be using it. Right. Okay. So in so animals who are, we can all agree, live in separation and are in a lower state of consciousness because they don't possess logic and rationality. They are on their own journeys also. Yeah. We don't know their trajectory. We don't know their paths. We just know that we are here to ascend the animalistic state. Yeah. Completely ascend the narrow lens of emotionality. We know that. That's our job here. Yeah. We're not here to concern ourselves with what lions have to transcend. That's not our jobs. We're not lions. Yeah. Okay. So when you look at animals, because they live in that state, it's almost like their physical bodies manifest the very kind of self-preservation attributes. Yeah, that kind of ego thing. I need to protect my life. I need to protect my life, because they're unaware. Yeah, they need to protect it, and for them, this will show up as claws. It will show up as talons. It will show up as poisons. It will show up as fucking beaks, spikes, whatever. Yeah. because they have to protect themselves to ensure that their life experience carries on. Yeah, it's the most important thing to them. Yeah. Now, when you as a higher being of consciousness, right? We don't have those things. Yes, we can weaponize ourselves, right? We can weaponize ourselves, but we have a rational mind, which is the mind of consciousness. I won't say the mind of consciousness, but it's almost like the kind of default mode of consciousness, because it's rational and it's logical. It realizes the bigger picture. It realizes that this is all there is, right? We are part of it. It's all one interplay. So if I put acid into that being, yes, that being may die, but it doesn't really, it doesn't kind of, I haven't killed anybody. It's just like I've destroyed an aspect of consciousness. That's all. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing that's happened. Oh, I need to go the other way. Sorry. 1 second. Hold on. Yeah, we have the wider lens of rationality and logic. So when we see a mirror, we know we're looking at a mirror. Yeah, animals don't know that. Yeah, they don't know that. They can't even see themselves as, even if they're growling and the other animals growling back at them, they are so in tune with their instincts, their animal nature, that they can't even discern that, hang on, this animal's growling exactly like me. It looks just like me. It's the same spots as me. Blah, 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 blah. But they don't have that lens. Do you see? It's the same for people that live in separation and ego. You know, they attack other people and they do all but essentially they're interacting with a mirror, not realizing that what you're doing, yes, the being might not look exactly like them, but the spark within them is the same. It's the same consciousness all across the board. So it doesn't matter whether you're blue, you're black, you're brown, you're fucking whatever. Nobody cares. It doesn't matter, right? So you become no different from that animal growling at that mirror, yeah? And you attack it and all the rest of it. But have you not even realized that even on a physical level, whenever you exert your will against a reflection in a mirror, there's a cost to you? Have you not noticed that? Like, yes, I mean, most people that do martial arts, we know this, we've conditioned ourselves so it doesn't hurt as much. But when you kick somebody or you punch somebody, you feel it too. It's almost as if consciousness is playing a game with us, showing us that you're literally punching a wall, bro. You're punching a screen, because it shouldn't hurt otherwise, right? And even if you do it from a distance, you use a drone, a fucking missile, a bullet, whatever, you can't run away from it, because again, that thing that you've done, yeah, will live. That image, that thing that you've just done, say you smash the screen, boom, and you think, yeah, you've done it. That image of you smashing the screen will never leave your side. You can convince yourself that you're a reformed pastor and you are a reformed this, a reformed that. In the darkest parts of yourself, you know that image is right there. It's right there, bro. It's right there. It is right there, right there, right there, right there. And because of that one action, you are a different person. You know that your experience, your life experience has changed forever. You know that you are not, you before that action and you after that action are two different things. You know it. You can wear all the masks you want. You know it. Right? So it's like, you have to realize that fear which is the mechanism which kind of activates you to go into your animalistic side, is a very dangerous thing. It's a very dangerous thing, bro. It's a very, very dangerous thing. Like, crazy dangerous. Because it's what it's rooted in is the loss of the experience called life. That's what's rooted in. You can't argue with me on this one, bro. Like, chill. That's what is rooted in, the loss of the experience called life. You know, but most people are not intelligent or objective enough to realize that before the start of the experience called life, you actually didn't have any experience of life as it in this physical sense. You were just life existing somewhere in an unlimited state, not in physicality. So when you actually strain yourself, stress yourself, scared, trying to protect your physicality, you are it's a pointless endeavor. It's pointless. You're not there's no pay, there's nothing at the end of it for you. There's nothing at the end of it for you. It's futile. It's literally fruitless, bro. Literally. There's nothing to be gained from that action. There's nothing to be gained, bro. Because you were not physical before. And now that you have chosen to come here in physical form, you know, life has chosen you to express through you. It's not up to you to control the narrative. It was never up to you anyway. You didn't choose to come here. Life chose to turn your lights on. So why are you trying to control the narrative of how and where your life goes? How? Why? Because you're afraid of something. What is that fear? It's rooted in the loss of the life experience. You don't want to die. For others, it's, oh, I don't want to be embarrassed. Oh, I don't want to be this. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be homeless. I don't want to be this. Okay. These are all valid positions because we all seek homeostasis. We seek comfort, right? Nobody wants to be stressy. One second, hold on. One second. Nobody wants to go through that, of course. And I completely understand. I get it. I get it. But you are wrong for a couple of reasons. Because, for one, as I've just established, you had no hand in the choice in you coming here. Zero. That was a choice that God made. Big God. That was his choice. Yeah? Higher self God. He chose that. He's not physical, he doesn't look like you, so fucking chill out. Yeah? He chose your character. Okay? Cool. He chose your character for a specific reason, right? You didn't choose yourself. You didn't make yourself. You didn't give yourself your intellect. You didn't give yourself your fucking eyebrows. You didn't give yourself anything. He did all of that. Or it did all of that. Yeah? We are in agreement so far. Okay. So if your configuration, you being put together, was not your choice, you coming here was not your choice, then whatever's happening to you is also not your choice. Bring whoever you like. It's an unfuckable fact. Because what's your premise? What's your starting point? What's your starting position on this? Self-preservation. Okay, so what's self-preservation? It's an idea in your mind. It's not real. Do you realize that there are moments in your life that you've been preserved and you had no hand in it? Zero. When you were in vitro, when you were in your mom's belly, yeah, you had no hand in your self-preservation. Your birth, you had no hand in your self-preservation. The initial stages of your life when you were being formed and, you know, programmed, you had no hand in your self-preservation. None. Zero. Okay? Cool. So that's already what, 3? Okay. Even then, even before that, we can even go, it doesn't matter. 3. Now, 4. Every motherfucking night when you go to bed, you have no hand in your self-preservation. Or am I tripping? No, I'm not. Facts only. Jedis, what it do? You know the things are ready. So, self-preservation is an illusion. Self-preservation is an illusion. Self-preservation is an illusion. The same rules apply to all the other animals that have all their fucking defenses. Their defenses up, ready, attacking the mirror. They don't preserve themselves. They just think they are. They think they are. What can the bird do when a bullet is flying towards its head? Nothing. Nothing. What can the mole do when the tractor or the fucking combine harvester is heading towards its position? Nothing. Self-preservation is an illusion. You can put the most poisonous snake in a farm, and if a combine harvester is coming for it, your poison don't mean nothing, bro. That poison couldn't preserve it. It couldn't save your life, could it? You can have the most fucking powerful ego. If a bullet is heading towards your brain or your body, your talents don't mean shit here, bro. So self-preservation is an illusion. And even all those things, those external manifestations of fear, not fear, the ego, yeah? Your protective mechanism, the thing you've created to protect you from the world, yeah? And this is actually really, it's something that you can observe in real life. Look around you, yeah? Women, the reason why women even want to have nails, have they actually, if you sit down and think about it, like, what is the rationale behind it? It's almost like an externalization of the very same protective mechanism. I've got claws. It's all subconscious, man. And we know that women live more in separation than men. If you don't believe me, pick a coffee shop which is next to a glass building and just people watch, and watch how many men look at themselves in the mirror versus how many women look at themselves in the mirror as they walk past. And it's not a critique, it's just an objective fact, because women apply the narrow lens of emotionality more than men. I've explained this thoroughly. Go and check out my stuff. So self-preservation is an illusion. It's an illusion. Big illusion. So the ego is an illusion. Just like you are an illusion. You are an illusion, yeah? You're an illusion, and you've created and more illusions. You've created the ego, which is going to draw you into the world of even more illusions. Because you're a creative being. The actual energy that is harnessing your physical vessel is literally creation. But you've forgotten that. So you are scared of losing the experience called life. But you are life itself. Bro, you are life itself. Take it from somebody that's died before. Multiple times, actually. You are life itself. You're not this body. Obsession with the body is ego. It's illusion. If you live your life in that awareness, your life will change overnight. Because you start to live authentically, you start to live as you. Not the fucking make-believe stuff. I'm just telling you the real shit, bro. So you don't need to have talons, you don't need to have spikes and fucking claws and all these things, you know? You don't need to have them. You don't need to be ready to attack the next person. And it's no. 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 You don't need to. You don't need to. I'm telling you the actual fact, you don't need to. If anything attacks you, it's a reflection of their state of awareness. I told you back along, learn how to speak to animals. It's okay. That's an animal. If you engage from a distance, who can tell what's an animal and what's not an animal? You're both fucking animals. You know? Don't get roped into the stupid stuff. Like, if you're dealing with somebody that's not being logical, my guy, keep moving. Why are you trying to justify yourself to a wild animal? They don't even live in reality. They look at reflections of themselves in the mirror and they think that that's an adversary. Think back to the dog that is barking at itself in the mirror. Why are you arguing with such a creature? It's pointless. They are asleep. Press on with your journey. Hey, press on, bro. If you want to go into the basement and go and score points, go and score points. But let me tell you something. There is no board and nobody cares who wins that fight. Nobody. Because as much as you think you're interacting with somebody else, because you're both in your own individual microcosms, you are dealing with a reflection of your own self too. Let it go, bro. Let them feel like they won. It's okay. And again, it'll come to this point where you realize that, okay, yeah, but if they win, how am I going to let that person just slap me and get away with it? Or what am I going to do? Bro, I just told you that self-preservation is an illusion, right? So your life is unfolding and happening as it should. You have no hand in it. Just like you had no hand in who you are. You had no hand in... You see, even when people are attached to their looks and all this other stuff, it's so stupid, bro. It's just like as if like you had a hand in how you look. You didn't craft anything. You didn't craft anything. Do you know how to craft a face? Do you know how to craft skin? Do you know how to craft a smile? Do you know how to build teeth? Do you know how to do any of that? So shut the fuck up and humble yourself. All this fucking attachment for what, bro? Wise up and wake up, bro. You had no hand in who you are. You had no hand in any of that. All you know is you're here. So what are you trying to preserve? What are you trying to control? You try to control anything, any aspect of your life, bro, you're living in ego. Let me just tell you off rip. Off rip. Man, I love this view, man. Oof. Listen to that. Just birds, man. Oh, bliss. Love it. We are on a journey, bros and ladies. We're on a journey. What's that sound? the fuck? Sounds like someone's like cutting something. But how? Where? Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, self-preservation is an illusion. You had no hand in your appearance here. And you most definitely don't have a hand in what is happening. And you most definitely don't have a hand in how it's going to go or the outcome or when you die. This is just a PSA. You are literally in the passenger seat. Facts. You're in the passenger seat, bro. And consciousness is driving. The ego will have you think that it's driving. Yeah, it can drive. But that's illusion. And every time you do that, there's a physical cost. God's sense of humor. There's a physical cost, bro. There's physical cost, bro. You scratch the mirror, your nails are gonna break. You bite the mirror, it's gonna break your teeth. You punch it, your hands are gonna break. You kick it, your legs is gonna hurt and break. You smash the glass, it's gonna cut you. So let me ask one more time, who do you think you're attacking, bro? If there is a cost to you, even if it's marginal, who are you attacking? Can you see how you've allowed the animal to take control of yourself? And don't get me wrong, bro, I'm not even here on some judgy shit, bro, because I actually, I fell victim to this as recently as only a few days ago. Like, fucking, my whole being, like, like the dragon took over. Like, bro, like, fuck them. We're gonna fucking do everything. Until I was like, you know what, man, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool, bro. It's cool. Look at the mirror for what it is, bro. And see the person, see the light within them. As fucked up as they are, see the light within them. That's what I'm saying. If they slap you, they stab you in the back, they do this, they do that, they do this, they do. It's okay. Look at the light within them. In my culture, we have when I was a kid, yeah, I'll tell you this. Anyway, sidebar. I used to love learning all the kind of like ancient kind of like proverbs and like things they say in the Akan culture, because they're so deep, you know, they're so deep. And in our culture, we have a saying as Akan people that if the chicken, and in Europe you don't see it very often, but in Africa, you know, we have like wild chickens, and chickens just walk around and shit like that. And sometimes you see the mum with the chicks, right? And you see the mum step on the chick, you know, but it doesn't kill it, you know. So it's like, it's almost like you see that and you're like, okay, realize what's actually happening, yeah? Even if the other person does this thing to you, they just stepped on your head, bro, but you didn't die. And you gotta realize that it could have been, there could have been 10,000 reasons why that happened. You know, they could be dealing with their own shit, you know. It's not, don't internalize it. That's what it says, you know. And we also have another saying that RIP to my grandpops, man. He used to tell me all this stuff. Anyway, if a child poops on their mother's leg, the mother doesn't cut their leg off, or they don't throw away the child. Yeah, again, the same kind of underlying message. It's not just applicable to like family dynamics, it applies to everybody. So if somebody harms you, you're not going to just cut your leg off, you know, because you're the one that's going to suffer. Do you understand? You're the one that's going to suffer. So they do something to you, whatever, you respond, you're going to be the one that suffers. You're going to be the one that suffers. If the chick responds in anger, I can't believe you stepped on my head, I'm going to go on my own, you're going to end up dead. Because you're not even you can't even look after yourself. Who's gonna exactly? And if you cut off your leg, you've lost a leg, haven't you? It's the same. Look at the mirror. As hard as it fucking is, look at your enemy your quote unquote your enemy. What the hell? Can you hear that? It's like pheasants everywhere. I've never heard them like this. That's crazy. Anyway. 1 second. Yeah. See the light in everybody. See the light in them, bro. Don't respond. They slap you. Let them get away with it. It's fine. Let them go and tell everybody that they slapped you. It's fine. Yeah, let them say they won. It's okay. It's fine. You know the reality. You know the truth. It's okay. Let the person that cut you off, let them go. You engage with them, it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you, bro. It's gonna cost you. Oh shit, bro. Nearly slipped there. Ooh. Yeah, so see the light in them, man. I had a vision that was gonna happen yesterday, and it happened today. Fucking hell. It's gonna cost you, bro. It'll cost you a lot. It'll cost you a lot. It'll cost you a lot, bro. It'll cost you a ton. It'll cost you a lot. It'll cost you a lot, bro. So in conclusion, where are we? Self-preservation is an illusion. Life will happen as it's supposed to, and you have no control over it. So stop trying to control it. It's not yours to control. You are merely the avatar. Everything will happen as it should. All the fear and panic you have inside of you about this or that is all addiction to the story and the illusion. So chill out. There's nothing you can do about it. When you're interacting with others, quote unquote, reflections, make sure you put all your weapons down. Put all your weapons down. Let all the hostages go. I've told you this. And realize what's actually happening. They could be the most vile person, if whatever. Maybe they're just hurt. Maybe they're just in pain. You know, they're dealing with their own shit. Just like you have your own shit. But see the light within them. And don't respond. Because if you respond, it'll hurt you. Because they attacking you and doing all this other stuff, it's costing them. It's costing them. So really, look at it with compassion. It's like, it's cool. You do you. You know? You can't save everybody, but you can save yourself. Okay? I hope it's clear. I hope it's clear though. Yeah, man. It's a journey. It's a journey, peeps. It's a journey, man. We have to keep going. We have to keep going. It's not easy, bro. Nobody said it's easy, you know? But it's worth it. It's worth it. You know? Because every time... We've been here before, you know? In different guises, different bodies. That's why when you're attached to your fucking race and fucking all that crap, park it, bro. Park it. Okay, so what? You're black, you're brown, you're green, you're... Fuck all that, bro. Don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean nothing. You're not better than anybody, bro. Like, because it's all ego and pride. You think that because you're white, bro. Or because you're black, blah, blah, blah. It's all stupid stuff. It doesn't mean anything. Just an avatar. We all shit. We all fucking fart. Male and female. We all burp. Everybody smells. The human condition, bro. Nobody's your master. Nobody's your fucking nothing. Yeah? You are sovereign. You have a crown. Wear it. You lose it when you are fucking doing stupid shit. You're the most powerful thing ever. Ever. Literally, bro. It's mad, isn't it? It's almost like It's so mad. It's something that I actually find quite fascinating, because it's like the most profound truth about this whole experience is what sounds the most ridiculous. Like, what do you mean I'm the most powerful thing ever? Like, exactly. Like, you can believe what you want. I mean, I don't care. Yeah, I just have to tell you, I know my purpose. I've got a job to do, and that's what I'm doing. So that's it. You can believe what you want. That's your choice. You can create whatever reality you want. That's your choice. You can try and control the world all you want. That's your choice. You can fight whoever you want. That's your choice. You can have enemies. That's your choice. You can have ops. That's your choice. You can try and preserve life and do all this thing, self-preservation, and take out your enemies and all this stupid stuff. Again, that is your choice. It's a choice you make every day, and that's okay. It's not, I won't have to answer for you. That much I know. I won't have to experience when you have to balance your accounts. It won't be me. It will be you. Okay? I won't have to endure the pain that comes with the loss of experience when your time comes. It won't be me. It will be you. Okay? So also bear that in mind, that every choice has a consequence. Okay? Exactly. When you choose the red pill, you go one direction. If you choose the blue, you go another direction. There is no going back. You can't take the blue and actually I want to take the red now. It's not possible. You choose a lane. Yeah? You can't choose the lane of self-awareness, like higher levels of consciousness and awareness, and act like an animal. You are not you're on the other path. You're just kidding yourself. You know, and that's your choice too. You know, so all these things are just the realizations of what is, and it's cool. But as for the Jedi's bloodline, you know the deal. You know the deal. You know, keep up with the practices, bro. Keep up with the practices. It's hard, I know. Imagine someone spitting in your face. And then you just wipe it off and just keep walking. What? Yes. Yes. That fight can't be won. It can't be won. It can't be won. There's no winning. That's what I'm saying. You can never win. You know? A god can't go into hell and fight the demons and win. You will never, ever, ever win, because you are in their territory. It's the same when, like, you know, when you're in a relationship with a woman who's overly emotional and not very logical, and you have an argument. You are in her terrain. You can't ever win the argument. You can structure it all you want. You can, yeah, but it doesn't work, because she's looking at it from a completely different lens. And the goalpost will shift there. You get to that point. No, it's gone there. It's gone there. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Before you realize you're tired. How much hours have you spent arguing over nothing? And it's just cost you energy. It hasn't cost them energy, because that's their default position. It's the same. It's the same when you interact with egos. Pointless. Pointless. Let it go, bro. Let it go. You live in heaven, they live in hell. Let them tell all the fucking demons in hell that they beat you. That's fine. Who cares? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And in fact, that idea of, oh, they're telling people, it's an illusion anyway that you are creating in your mind. Whether or not it's true, it doesn't even matter. And why should you care? What image is there to attach to? Do you understand? Because it all comes down to image. You're attaching it to something. That story has to latch onto something in order for it to be a thing in your awareness. But if you don't identify with the body and there's no image, what does it fucking matter? It's not even relevant. It's not even real. Collapses straight away. You get it? Anyway, Jedi's, It's been a good one. This one was a nice one. It was a nice one, you know. Sometimes I get, sometimes I get the like an idea pops in my head and it just flows. And in fact, it was supposed to be one direction and it just went completely somewhere else. And in fact, it's highlighted some really profound realizations, really. And it's good. Carry on doing the work, bro. Don't stop. The test will come, resistance will come, but every time they do, remember that it's there because you need to check yourself. Okay? And whatever the image is, whoever you're looking at, interacting with, see the thing in them. In fact, it's an alchemical power. When you actually stop and you remain present and you see the light in them, the ego can't respond as violently. The ego just glitches because the ego then realizes it's in the presence of consciousness itself, God itself in human form. Yes. The ego will see straight away the power imbalance. It will notice it. I'm telling you the facts, bro. So do the work, man. When the tests and the challenges come, you know what to do, okay? Stay alert, stay present. Are you doing your breathwork exercises, motherfuckers? Are you consciously breathing? You sit there and discipline your bodies as well, okay? Respect yourself, respect your temple, okay? Watch what you consume. And when I say consume, I don't mean just food. Watch what you consume. Watch who you allow into your actual being, your auric field, your space. Okay? We're going deeper. All right? I'm out.